got a little video about a possible message from non-human intelligence, otherwise known as extraterrestrials or aliens. People like NHI, because it doesn't get real specific, and so we're not going to say for sure this is aliens or what it is. Okay, so first of all, most people agree that we're not having much of a chance of ever getting any message from extraterrestrials the way things are going, because I mean they're just, all the stars are so far away. Okay, but I found, or I made this grid out of a text from a book, and so this is an unusual place to be looking for messages. What I had understood before is that I had studied the Bible code, and like most other people thought, yeah, this Bible code is just kind of weird stuff, and that's what I concluded. But I was familiar with it. So I was familiar with the phrase equidistant letter sequence. And the way they look for that in the Bible code is they take all the letters and wrap them around so that you can get them lined up in a mathematical pattern. So here the author of this text starts off a sentence, the exact sequence. And so what I'm doing is I'm taking the 36 letters, and then exactly after 36 letters, no matter where it goes in the middle of a word, starting the next row right underneath and just continuing down. And so if you go down this column, you're skipping exactly 36 letters. And as you'd expect, you don't see much of anything. You see T, L, N, C, D, M, etc., and that doesn't say anything. But what I was doing that's different from the Bible code, in the Bible code, this text would be in a computer document, and the Bible, and you could say, I want to find a certain thing, and the computer, instead of just picking the number 36, would find, in other words, if it wanted to match this T with this H there, looking for the word THE, it would skip 38 instead of 36. So here I'm just picking 36, looking for stuff, and basically not finding anything. And what I have shown below here, down here, is words I found since the author was writing about DNA. I was curious that you could find RNA and DNA a couple times. But I mean, nothing immediately after the RNA or before the RNA that would make any message, just the RNA by itself. I don't know why I was interested in Neo at the time, but maybe because of the mutant. Then, like here, I found seeds, so that's interesting. But all these words by themselves just don't mean anything. Well, then after a year, I came back to it again, and all of a sudden I was finding all sorts of interesting things, but the messages weren't, except for one, weren't really words. They were little coded things. But anyway, here's all these messages I found, and I'm not going to get into all these in detail here, except for one, and that's this one here, TOIEAR, Sir, NOIAJ. And the reason we're interested in that is because of the wow signal. So what it said is 2-eye ear, and so the wow signal was detected by a telescope called the Big Ear. So there's a little problem right there. Instead of saying 2 big ear, it says 2-eye ear. And the reason for that, I'm guessing, is because, in other words, it couldn't figure out how to get the B and the G in there also. But the word eye itself, is in English is always capitalized. It's always a big letter. So the eye itself could represent the word big. Then it says Sir, no I-A-J. And so then here in the wow signal, for you not familiar with it, it's 6EQUJ5. And so there is a J in the wow signal, and of course J is the letter following I. So I mean, it's a little bit iffy, but this could be, a message. And what's interesting then, as we go back to the original text, if you go through this whole text here, and when we go find that again, 2-eye ear, Sir, no I-A-J. This one J here, in the whole text, that's the only J. And it's because the author is talking about DNA sequences and said some of them are like old pieces that are accumulated in a junkyard. So what's interesting then about this is, okay, if there really is a message here, and it is referring back to the wow signal, as this might be doing, then it's saying that the wow signal is for real. The wow signal is also a real message. And so we're going to look at this more a little bit later. Hope you have a Happy New Year.